Have you ever felt like you were on the cusp of a spiritual breakthrough? Like there was a dormant energy within you waiting to be unleashed? Well, today we're going to talk about Kundalini awakening and why it's important to approach it with caution. For those who don't know, Kundalini awakening is the process of unleashing a spiritual form of energy, or Shakti, or power. It's located at the base of the spine. It's a powerful and transformative experience that can lead to profound spiritual growth. However, if it's done prematurely, if this energy is opened up prematurely in you, it can be dangerous and it can lead to a range of physical, emotional and psychological symptoms. But don't worry, we're going to demystify this and clarify all of this in this video. You see, there is a storehouse of karma that lies dormant within all of us, and if we awaken the Kundalini prematurely, that karma will come rushing to the surface of our system. It's like opening Pandora's box, and frankly, and I know from first-hand experience, that can be overwhelming and even traumatic for some of us. The Kundalini awakening is not just physical, it's also deeply emotional and psychological. As the Kundalini energy sort of awakens in you through the chakras, it can trigger deep-seated emotions, memories and traumas that have been buried and suppressed in the system within us for years. And this really can be a painful and challenging process as we are forced to confront these aspects of ourselves that we've been avoiding or perhaps denying. It's an accelerated karmic journey, plainly and simply. When this energy is awakened, nothing you can do. You're in for a roller coaster, isn't it? One of the most significant challenges of the Kundalini awakening experience is the impact that it can have on our sense of identity. As we confront these buried aspects of ourselves, we may realise that the identity that we've constructed for ourselves no longer works. It's kind of no longer sufficient. It's like trying to piece back together the old life that we had, but it's also like trying to fight to put on a tight piece of clothing that we've outgrown. In a similar way, we won't be able to put that identity back together, and the old life back together, and the identity simply won't fit anymore. This realization can be both liberating, which is great, but it can be terrifying because it's so new. And like the realization that life is not the way I thought it was is so new, and the silence inside can sometimes be a little bit, frightening to the ego. On the other hand though, it does open up the possibility for a new, more authentic identity to emerge, and then in time perhaps no identity. On the other hand, it can leave us feeling lost, confused and untethered from the world around us. We may start questioning everything that we thought we knew about ourselves and our place in the world. And I think that's quite healthy, but it's a lot to deal with all at once. A premature Kundalini awakening can be an overwhelming experience. The energy rises up through the chakras and it floods the body, mind and the spirit with a tremendous, and I mean tremendous at times, amount of energy. For some, this can be too much to handle, especially if the energetic system isn't ready or mature enough to hold on to these types of energies, and this can result in uncomfortable sensations, involuntary movements and even sometimes physical pain. The experience can be so intense that it can feel like the body's being taken over, sometimes by an external force. I've also seen it create a lot of heat in people's system, and that can feel at times like burning. It can be difficult to control and contain, and the person might feel like they're losing their grip on reality. Now, I was one of the lucky ones because that all of the dangerous stuff didn't happen to me, except for the identity break and the questioning of reality. Anyone that goes through a Kundalini awakening, once they've had it happen to them, there's no going back. You've seen too much, in a sense. The symptoms of a premature Kundalini awakening can range from mild to severe and can include everything from mild tingling or buzzing sensations to full body sort of movements, and we would call these spontaneous kriyas. But don't worry, nothing's gone wrong. but the energy can be intense. So it's important to remember that these symptoms are not a sign of weakness, they're not a sign of failure. They're simply an indication that the energetic system is just not ready to hold on to these types of energies. But with the right guidance and support, however, it is possible to prepare the energetic system for the Kundalini to awaken in you a bit more slowly and to experience it in a safe and transformative way. It's important to approach this process with caution and to seek guidance from a qualified spiritual practitioner or teacher. With the right preparation and support, however, the Kundalini awakening can be a powerful catalyst for spiritual growth and personal transformation. After the intensity of a Kundalini awakening, it's time for the energetic system to integrate and adjust to the new levels of energy that are found there. And this can be a time of great healing and transformation, but it can also be a time of uncertainty and instability in the system. If it's premature, the awakening, and it's already happened in you, it's important to remember that everything is okay. It might feel overwhelming and difficult to navigate, but it is important to trust this experience because it's part of your destiny in a sense. Things don't happen really on accident. And it will ultimately lead to growth and transformation. Just go and do the work, isn't it? It's a portal, really. You have an awakening experience and it's a portal of what your life could be like if you do the work. But if our system's a bit wonky and it's not trained in this aspect, and what does that mean? It means it's not trained in yoga, in your sadhana, to hold on to these higher energies. Yeah, it can be a bit uncomfortable, so do get the training, and that's what we're here to help you with should you wish. During this phase, it's important to take things slowly and focus on self-care and grounding practices. You can do that with yoga and spending time in nature and connecting with loved ones who can provide support, hopefully, if they are supportive. They're not going to understand the experience you go through, but hopefully they have an element of compassion in them. So don't rush a Kundalini awakening process. Take your time, prepare yourself, and seek guidance from someone who's gone through it themselves. We're not here to awaken Kundalini in anyone. We're really here and setting our stall out for people that have had the experience and then want to be able to live a normal life, but also to explore these deeper dimensions of themselves. Whatever you choose to do and wherever you're at in your journey, if you've had some sort of Kundalini awakening or you're just interested to know more, then you're going to need to know the difference between spiritual states and the stages of awakening, and you can watch that video just there. Lots of love. Namaste.